Hey, welcome back to Sevtech, where in the last video we started experimenting with some mechanical technology and finished up the last magic to enter Age 3 with a luminous crafting table. And that leaves us with a lot more technology to get into. So I already knew about astral sorcery, which seems to be the primary thing here. There's a few more ores, which I could have guessed. There's Tinker's stuff to do. And there's a few more dimensions as well. I see the carbonite reactor here from the Twilight Forest. There's the Between Lands. I don't know if I've done that before. It looks like I need to do the Between Lands before I can get a smeltery. Oh, I can get my F3 menu back. Okay, that's cool. Ooh, and if I eat an iron apple, I get a map. Is that a mini-map? To replace my atlas? Either way, that's much later down the line. There's a bunch of new stuff here to be going into. I'm not entirely sure what to do this video. Actually, yeah, I'll continue through Astral Sorcery for a bit, because there's one part of Astral Sorcery that I know can be a little annoying, and I'll hold off on making my base before I do that, because yeah, I'm gonna make a new base for every age, and I've been preparing that in advance. I've got a ton of stone bricks, because this feels like it's supposed to be kind of medieval times, maybe, based on the stuff that it's getting me to do. So of course I'm making a castle, why wouldn't I? Just like a small thing, I'm not going to go crazy. But to do any starlight crafting, I need to find an area that's got a lot of starlight power. What does the thing say? Yeah, find an area that's rich in starlight. Yeah, and for that, I either need to just place the table around and hope for the best, or I make this fosic resonator. So, I guess that's the first thing to look for. I need to try and make a fosic resonator. And that'll determine where I build the base. Wherever is the nearest place that's rich in starlight is where I'll do everything. So, I need 2 marble, an aquamarine, a bronze rod, and a liquid starlight bucket. It's not showing me a clay bucket. So that makes me briefly hesitant that I might have to go down. I need to get a regular bucket, which means I have to do the whole Between Land stuff and find iron. I'll try with a clay bucket. Where did I put them? But this bucket needs to have liquid starlight in it, so I need to do a bit of that. And the quest book should help me here. So I need constellation paper. That's probably only necessary later down the line, but it's a quest, so may as well. How do I get constellation paper then? A Necronomicon ritual. And I need rock crystals. And gold. And more parchment, so more mulberry for me. I'll just do that mostly on the back burner, because there's other things. I think the hardest part is probably finding the gold. I will need the tough dowsing rod to use that to find things, but I'm probably better off just with the surface samples, because the dowsing rod is kind of bad. So I'm just going to run around. The big field from earlier was pretty good at finding things, so that's where I'm going to go. I may as well keep an eye out for other ores as well. Lapis seems fairly important. Hematite is iron, but this is mostly to find gold. Or rock crystals, actually, because they're going to be needed. Ooh, here's gold. Yeah, and there's a couple other samples around, so there's probably enough here. How deep is gold? Between Y5 and Y40, so I'm likely going to be digging for a while. I probably should have brought the plumb line. Oh. I guess I'm not going any lower then. I think I was just off-center a bit. This is where the dowsing rod would be useful, but I'm just gonna have to dig another hole. This time I'll position myself a bit more centrally. I don't think I'm going any deeper here. And I didn't find the gold? Because lava in this old generation, the surface of lava is usually Y11. I doubt it was spawning underneath that lava, and even still, that would mean that it's out of reach. I think something's wrong here, and this isn't spawning gold yet, because I do have to go down the line for other things. Maybe the ore doesn't spawn until you've made the dowsing rod? I don't know, but I feel like I should have hit it. I guess I'll make my way back home then. Ooh, I found a rock crystal anyway. And there's one over there. Is this just like the other ores? Or do I have to take the samples? I'm not sure, but I don't know if it's actually spawned yet. Oh, and there's a closer sample of gold actually, so I'll probably check that one next. Oh, and there's iron right next to home. Okay. Oh, that's a creeper. Well, I guess I found everything that I needed along the way. So, I need to do glass before I can do the dowsing rod. What does the dowsing rod need, though? It needs glass. Coal, wood, and glass. Simple enough. It said glass is just sand in the melter. There we go, that took a while to melt. There's glass, and there's a tough dowsing rod. Now, let's see. Have the ores actually spawned? Here's the gold. Let's see if I can find something here. Oh, but again, I forgot the plumb line. Oh, there's the gold. I thought I missed it. Oh, and that triggered the advancement for the market. So I was actually off of where it was. Okay. I nearly missed this. I mean, I had the dowsing rod, so I could have just circled back and checked the walls and found it eventually. But thankfully, I barely grazed it. Alright, there's a stack and a half. That'll be fine. Okay, so there's gold done. I'll worry about casting once I do the smeltery stuff, so that'll be in a while. Because I'm trying to get this fosic resonator so I can build my base. And I still need to go grab the rock crystals. So, I guess I'm not quite done. So, this time, remembering the plumb line too, I'm gonna go get those rock crystal samples. And I think there's a vein beneath them? I doubt it'll be big. Actually, what does the book say? Between Y3 and Y18. Well, here's a rock crystal sample. Ooh, I forgot to repair my pickaxe. Well, time to use a thing that I haven't done before. Because for the most part, I remember. Not this time. There are no significant landmarks here. There we go. Repaired bronze pickaxe. That marker on the map really is useful. So, the quest book also said, yeah, you get stardust from breaking the rock samples. And stardust looks like it's going to be very important. So I'm just going to dig down. And I'm going to have to go very deep here. Okay, I'm at Y18 here. So I should see it any minute. Ah, that's not great. Well, that was already at pretty much the lower limit. So I've missed it somewhere. This is where the dowsing rod comes in. Well, I've checked pretty thoroughly here. And no rock crystals. So then either the dowsing rod can't detect it, or I'm in the wrong spot. Because there's one more here. I can try. I don't have enough torches to spare, so I'm just mining in the dark. I don't know what this ferrocalcite is, but if it's anything like... I don't know the name of the green stone, I'm just going to call it schist. That can spawn inside of veins and remove the actual ore itself. And I really hope that hasn't happened here. But it looks like it might have. Oh no. There's something over that way. This better not be all lava. There it is. There's the rock crystal. Ah. Whoa, that creates a lot of them. And they don't stack. That's not great. Well, I shouldn't need too many of them. I'll take as much as my inventory can hold. I guess I'll just come back. Because those veins aren't that big. Well, I think that's everything that I need for the fosic resonator. Right, let's see. All my storage is full, so I guess I'm just using my inventory for a bit. But I need 2 gold and 2 rock crystals for the ritual, and that'll make constellation paper. And then I need a light well, which takes ruined marble? Okay, that's simple enough. Well, I'll get the gold going. I guess a little thing that I can do in the meantime, and I realized I could do between videos. I can make this energy pedestal finally. So that's great. How much energy is in my Necronomicon? Because I'm going to need that. Enough to do one ritual. But it shouldn't be that hard to put enough in it to do two. I hope this doesn't trigger things to happen. I hope this can even accept energy. I'm going to put it down. What? I guess you don't charge a Necronomicon on an energy pedestal. Anyway, the gold's done. And with that, that's my ingots. So, what does this ritual entail? I need 1 aquamarine in every corner, 2 gold on the left and right edges, and 2 rock crystals on the top and bottom. Ideally, I'd like to use my bad ones. Okay, I've put the worst ones I've got there. Then I just need the parchment, so it's nearly done. Just need to compress the multiple sheets. Then I can make the parchment, and then being careful not to stand in range of the statues, because that's the thing that triggered the chaos before. Now I activate this. And there we go. Constellation paper. It's Amara. Do I just put that in the tome? How do I do that? Oh, right, it said something about a journal. Right, now I need a light well. So I need 2 chiseled marble, which is simple enough, and 3 runed marble, also simple enough. I think I need to smelt it. Hang on a minute. I've got the wrong kind of marble, that's why it's not working. I specifically need astral sorcery marble? Oh, I have to chisel it. Okay, that's not too hard. I can play it in a stick. There we go. And I guess from this, oh, okay. I forgot that it does the whole stack at once. I guess no need to do the crafting then. I'm gonna go back to just basic marble, because I kind of prefer the look of that. But then, I don't make a light well like that. I have to do it in a luminous crafting table. Okay then. I think the only thing that matters is that it gets starlight. Oh, hang on a minute. That's full. Surely not. Surely I'm not already in a place that's rich in starlight. Oh, right, how do I trigger this? I need a resonating wand. I need an ender pearl? So I need ender dust. And I have to melt it. And then I need a pan cast? Oh, this is a bit complicated. But based on the fact that this meter is full, it makes me think that I'm already in an area rich in starlight? Hang on a minute. I need to try and find an enderman. I guess I'm gonna have to wait a bit to continue enderman hunting. I'm pretty sure this enderman is the last thing I need before I can just get a light well and then see if I can even make a fosic resonator or not. Maybe I'm not even supposed to be doing astral sorcery stuff yet, because there's so much other stuff. Like, I want to get into Tinkers and get the smeltery, so then I'm going to have to do Between Lands and other dimensional things. I don't think I'm supposed to rush straight into this. Well, I need to do a bit of Tinkers anyway. Well, let's see. There's the crafting station. I need to get the rest of the things. And I think it's not quite old Tinkers, but pretty close to. So I'll just make a ton of patterns. And I need a stencil table, and a part builder, and a tool station. I don't want to put it in my age 1 house, so I'm just laying it out down here with the rest of my stuff then. This is my age 2 base for a bit. Or maybe I just build it, because I have a suspicion that I'm actually pretty close to a place that's rich in starlight. Well, I need to make a pan pattern. Why does this not work? Why can't I make a pan head? Oh, now it seems to work. Okay. And then how much gold do I need? 2 ingots, as I thought. Then I can make myself a cast, so then if I ever find an enderman, I can make that ender pearl. And as much as I do want this fosic resonator, more than anything, I just need a base to put my stuff in. So I think I'm just gonna go build that now. So then, where would be a good place to put this base? I was initially thinking over here, but it's a bit hilly. But then again, this area was a little bit hilly before I flattened it. Maybe I continue on back. Maybe on the side here? No, there's not enough room on the side here. I'm already close enough to the coast as is. Maybe I do put it around here. No, next to the Age 1 area, it's a bit much for my liking. But down here's not that bad. Yeah, I think I'll do it next to the Age 1 area. Right around here. But first, it's nighttime, so... Well, the Enderman hunt was pretty fruitless. So, back to building. And I guess the first step is I need to clear out the area a bit, and that mostly includes these red cedar wood trees. Right, I've cleared out a decent amount of space here. This large tree is kind of in the way, but it's so big. And just out of curiosity, yes, it's tight, but I can climb it. I think this tree is going to serve as a good viewing point for the whole base as it spreads out. So I'm going to leave it. It does mean that eventually I'm going to have to expand into this thick forest that's spawned, but that's not for a little while. Anyway, on to building. I might need to flatten this area a little bit, probably just shave off this corner. I'll lay it out first before I start terraforming. Okay, so I've laid out the basic shape of it, and I feel like it's starting to encroach on the forest a bit, but that's not that bad, and I can flatten it off as well. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, so there's the tree removed. Now I just need to flatten this out. Okay, that's it flattened. Now I just need to do a little bit of prettying this up. Okay, the terrain's a little bit nicer now. I don't really know how to do terraining, so I just smoothen it a bit, and that's good enough. I'm already kind of regretting not picking up all these flowers, because when they just sit on the ground, they'll just plant themselves again. I guess I can deal with that later. For now, I'm going to start building up the walls. I'm not too sure how high I want to build this up. I always planned high enough to just have a simple doorway like that. I might swap those out for staircases later. Yeah, they're fine. I can kind of get a feel for this place now. On the inside, I was also going to have similar sorts of doors to get into these towers. Because this is mostly just a castle on the exterior, but it's more just going to be used like just a weirdly shaped house. Does that mean I'm going to put a roof over this central bit? Probably. There we go, nice and clean in here. I'll probably swap out the floor with something else. I'm thinking probably marble, but I'm still not entirely done with the walls. I think I might put the roof there, and then I'll just have the parapets. I'm not sure which I prefer. I think I prefer this. Okay, this feels pretty good on the inside. I'm not too sure about the outside. I'll probably just stretch a roof across the middle here. Do I want a dome or do I flatten it? I'll experiment. But I'm pretty happy with this. It did start to touch the tree. I guess I can try and prune it a bit. Yeah, something like that. My axe is broken, so I can't keep pruning anymore. I'm gonna have to hide some totem poles around, because I didn't do a good enough job over here, and I didn't really get the effects all that often. There's plenty of little nooks and crannies that I can hide them in. Oh, hang on. The ceiling's not terribly low here. It'll be really high here. And coming into a bit like this, it might be a little jarring. It'll be fine. Well, I think this is good enough to be livable now. And I'm probably running out of time for this video. So I'll move some of my stuff in. And yeah, I may as well just make a bed while I'm here. And it's the vanilla recipe, finally. So I get wool from fleece and a block of wicker. Oh, sugarcane. There's the block of wicker. I don't know if it gets consumed or not, but I'll hang on to it anyway. Now I just need to find a ton of sheep. Ooh, and I can steal the wool from the villagers now. I already stole all of the torches, but now I can take the wool. Okay, I think I've got enough wool now for what I need. So, is the block of wicker consumed? Yes. Well, I've got enough. And then is the dyeing omnidirectional? Or not omnidirectional, universal. Yes. Okay. So then I can make a purple bed. Of course it was going to be purple. What did you think? And I'll probably dedicate one of these places to be storage. Actually, no, I'll probably put it in with, like, crafting or something. I don't know. I can move it. Ooh, maybe that's not the best spot if it puts me outside the castle. But then again, that was happening over here and I fixed it. It might not be a clean solution, but it's a solution. I don't even know if this is the right block. I'll move it around, I'll fix it up. I guess I may as well move this stuff over now. Right, that's some things moved around. I've put the luminous crafting table here. Ooh yeah, there's less. Maybe that's just because it's daytime. Probably because it's daytime. I'm not sure. This is likely not in the right spot. And if I have to move it around, then I'll move it around. But this is plenty of progress for this video. Started trying to get a fosic resonator. Didn't work. Because I need endermen, and that's a long process. Found some gold. I found some lapis and iron. I didn't mine any of it. Got some rock crystals. Built a castle, or the bulk of it at least. I'm probably still going to add some more stuff to this. And made a new base, pretty much. Moved some things around. Yeah. Age 2. Gonna be interesting. I'm going to have a lot of portals to different places. I'm not sure whether I'll try and put them inside the castle, or if they'll be outside. But this is pretty good for the time being. So, I'm going to leave it here. I'll probably go grinding endermen between videos, because that's just boring. I was going to cut it out of this video if I managed to do it anyway, and maybe I'll finish building this castle. I don't know. There's some things that I can do between videos, and there's plenty of things left in the videos, because Age 2 has a lot of stuff going on. So there's a lot to be looking forward to. But that's enough for this video, so bye.